All right, everybody, welcome to the Love Vibration. I have a tree growing out of my head today. So, I don't have any sort of topic or nothing to talk about. I haven't done that yet. Just turn on the mic and start talking. There's so much to say. I'm gonna try to not move too much too, because if I move, it like shakes the bed, because I'm just sitting on my bed. This is my bedroom. I have this like right behind my bed. But yeah, 30 stinking days of daily uploads. This is day 30. What the heck happens when you upload a video for 30 days? What happens? Well, I guess it depends. What kind of channel you are, what you're uploading. But for me, I turn on the mic and I just speak. What's inside, what I'm going through. Right now, like, all my focus is on changing myself. Everything is about change for me. Ready for a character upgrade, and so I started something. I started the Love Vibration. I just, I guess, about a month ago, I was just like, I'm going to make a channel for my daily vlog. And I still don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I don't know what themes are going to come. Like, I just don't know. I don't know how I'm going to change. I don't know how I'm going to be tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to be later today. That, if anything, that's what uploading every day has taught me. Well, not that it's taught me, but the uploading itself has helped me change. Because when I talk, I figure things out. Like, every video I do, you're watching me figure things out for myself. Because, I'm just generating the thoughts and they're just coming out. So like any topic I haven't fully, I don't plan much. I'll plan the topic most of the time. I'll be like, what am I going to talk about today? Just to keep things fresh, try to, like, what am I going to talk about today? So, and then as I'm talking about it, I'll just get technical with it. And sometimes I'll be like, I don't know exactly how I feel about this. Maybe it's this. And, the ideas just flow. It's helped me so much so far. This vlog, this channel, it's about me making a change, and I'm making that change through doing affirmations. That's really the key practice that I'm using in order to achieve the changes that I want. Affirmations every single morning without fail. And I've been doing them live. And I've been having some amazing people come in, like, just the fact that anybody, wants to, be with me as I do affirmations, as, I say it, you take my words for you, because we're all one. If I'm saying it to myself, I'm saying it to you. If I'm saying it to you, I'm saying it to myself, It's crazy. I just feel a lot. Let's start with, I feel extreme. I feel very extreme. Like I'm doing something extreme. Which this is extreme for me. Like, I'm no stranger to being in front of a crowd. I've always loved performing, playing drums since I was 15. And even before that, whenever there was a camera in front of me, I just loved being in front of it, being like a silly ham bone, when I was a kid growing up. And always, it's just fun. So now, I speak to the camera every day, but I'm speaking to you, I'm speaking to myself. Sometimes when I'm talking, I switch between saying I and you, and it's really the same. It's the same thing, because I feel if I could help myself, I could help someone else. So it's really the same thing. So much of what video I do or whatever has to do with me figuring it out. Like, for example, the one I did yesterday on worry and fear. I did that, and the way I expressed it, I did it because that's literally what happened to me. I was having doubts and fears about this channel and just what it's doing to me. 2 days ago, it was 2 days ago that I was having these fears and doubts during my self-care day. I was just shot, and I think it was just a lot, me trying to stay as high as I could get in spiritually high in that vibration. I think trying to keep that, to maintain that all day is exhausting. It got exhausting. Not, the thing is, I love it. Since I've been a low vibrational guy, like pretty much my whole life, just the fact that I've been maintaining this high spirit, this happiness, this contentment, it's so profound. It is so profound for me, that, I want to keep it. So it takes a bit to generate that for myself, to conjure it up or whatever you want to say, it's in me, but to use it, it could take a lot. And I found that, I felt drained, and I absolutely think, just the need to put out a video and kind of wanting it to be good, and, very much caring about the quality of it, and kind of caring about that more than how real I'm being. Because I always think I'm being real, but the truth of the matter is, so many times if there's a camera in front of me, I'm gonna want to perform to it. Even if that performance is me trying to be real. Like, even right now, how real am I actually being? Because there's a camera here and I have this little microphone. So it's learning. I'm learning. 30 days of learning straight. How do I be in front of a camera? What is this? What am I doing? It's so new to me, but guys, the fact is, because I'm doing this, because I'm doing affirmations to help me connect with people, connecting with you online, connecting with myself. I connected with God now. I could say the word God and it's not triggering to me. These things are profound for me. These are profound. You're watching someone change in real time on a daily basis. And I don't even know that I want to share it. I'm just sharing it. I'm sharing it. I don't even know if I want to. I feel like God wants me to more than I want to at this point. Because for real, doing this channel, posting every day, I'm looking at myself all the time. And quite frankly, I'm getting sick of it. I'm getting sick of it to see myself. But at the same time, I flip that and I'm like, no. You get to see yourself and you love who you see. You love this guy now. You love this guy, Bri Go, like you. That's your name. That's what you were named. And you love this guy now because, you forgive him. You're trying to change the character you are. I'm upgrading my character. I needed a big upgrade. And I'm doing this through affirmations. Anything I want to work on, I write an affirmation to counter it. If I don't, if I'm not a social person, which I was not, just, growing up my whole life, not enjoying connections, well, guess what? Now I write down, I have great connections and interactions with everyone. And I tell myself this, and I program myself this, and I feel it. When I say it, I envision it. I envision, what does it look like? What does it feel like to really connect with people? And then, I brainwash myself. That's what affirmations are. And it sounds so crazy. And the reason it works is because we've already all been brainwashed. That's the thing. We've already been brainwashed. So to undo our current brainwashing, to become a different character, you have to brainwash a different character into yourself and then become that. And so, the big question is, who's your character? Like, who are you going to be? So, that's individual. For me, I have a very defined character who I want to be like, and so I flip anything I need to work on, the way I viewed people. I never liked seeing people, I loved my friends and family, and then everyone else was just, I don't want to deal with you, you know what I mean? Everyone else was just random person that I didn't care about, So I realized I thought that way, and I said, I don't want to think that way. When I see a person, I want to connect with them. This is what I want to be, even if I didn't have it yet. So how we write down affirmations, it's not I will try, it's always I am, or I have, or, we don't say we're trying, we already claim it, and then that's what we're in planning. We're saying, this is who I am, we're not saying who we wish we were, who we want to be. We say, this is who I am now. And so for me, everybody is a brother and a sister. Everyone I see is a brother and a sister. That counters the fact that I used to look at random people as just someone to avoid, or, if I had to connect with them or have a social situation like a customer or something, just get through it. But now, if I see that same person, they're a brother to me now. They're a sister to me now. And I'm psyched to see my brother, and I'm psyched to see my sister. So I want to talk. I want to connect. I want to say, hey, how are you doing? Who are you? Just, my goodness. And what I found by connecting, it's magic. The results, what you could bring out of people just by trying a little bit. It's straight up magic. You could get someone, coming in, and you get to bring the brightness out of them. You get to see it. You get to see their smile. You get to see their love shining back at you. It's amazing. It's amazing. It's so easy. It's so easy. Like, we love to be seen. We love to just be acknowledged, We love for just someone to say, I see you. You're another person that exists. I don't know you, but I see you. You're cool. It's so simple. This world just has a way of, disconnecting us from everyone else. It has a way of doing it, people don't treat you right, you want to disconnect. You're saying, people make me feel bad, so I don't want to deal with people. It makes sense. I've just come to the conclusion that, connection's everything. It's what we're supposed to do. It really is. We're one big family, for real. So it's like being disconnected from that. You're missing out, they're missing out, What do you picture when you picture a perfect world, the perfect planet Earth? What do you picture? What does that look like to you? That's a question for you. What does a perfect Earth look like to you? Well, just, as far as people go, for me, if everyone just wanted to connect, if everyone looked at each other like a brother and a sister, instead of like, you're outside my family, you're outside my culture, you're outside my friends list, you're outside, you're an outsider to me, I don't know you, imagine instead we're just like, I know you because you're my brother. I never met you before, but you're my sister. So like, I know you because we're the same. Because I'm just, a little orb of consciousness in a human body. And you're the same thing. You're the same thing. So it's like, how could you not love that? We're all the same thing. You don't have to love someone, or you don't have to know someone to love them. Anyone that comes into my chat, that comes to my live stream, I immediately just tell them I love them. I did have that one video where I was telling random people I love them, and I thought it would make good content, you know what I mean? So, but I started doing it whether I got the camera or not. Like I shouted out to a lady yesterday. As I was driving, I was like, I love you. And she might not have heard me. She had headphones in, so she maybe thought I was like yelling at her or something. But like, I don't know, guys. I don't recognize who I am, but I do, because I've been this guy before in small doses for short periods of time, but I've never been able to maintain it. But, by far, this is the longest that I've been able to maintain, this high frequency, this high vibration. And it's not always like I'm like totally like, oh my goodness, sometimes I'm like this. I'm a little calmer. But the main shift that happened is in here. And it's very profound. Negative thoughts pop up as they do. But since I've been doing the affirmations, I have a way to counter them, like immediately. Anything that happens, I see someone and maybe they intimidate me, or anything, I immediately flip that and I'm just like, that's my brother, that's my sister. And all of a sudden, any of that negative chatter, it just goes away, and I'm just left loving this person like my brother or my sister. Same goes for myself. Always had image issues. I really truly don't care. Like I do, but I don't, like if I see something I don't like about myself, I'll see it, but then, I'll flip that, and, I'm 100% perfect as is, and nothing needs to change, like seriously. There's no such thing as perfection. So if that's what I'm waiting for, to be happy with myself and be happy, with my looks aren't everything, but, some of us do have image issues, but the point is, I don't have to wait anymore. I just remember, wait a second. Everything's fine as is at this current moment, and nothing is going to stop me from loving myself fully at any given moment, whenever I realize I'm not. Whenever, sometimes we forget. But the affirmations help us remember, we have a counter for everything. Yeah, it's amazing. And it's still so new, but it's working so well. So like, I could only imagine how well this, it'll get to the point where I don't have to think about it, where, the negative chatter just doesn't even get close, but no matter what, it's a day-by-day thing. It's a day-by-day thing. So, that's why I do affirmations daily, because it's preventative maintenance, because believe me, I know if I let myself go, I know the person that I could be, and this is preventative maintenance for me to not become that guy. that guy's done. That was the old character. This is the new character. This is the good one. This is the right one. This is the one I was born to be. All those other characters I've been through, that was straight up so I could get here. I needed it. Well, whether I needed it or not, that's just my story. And it makes my story pretty dang cool, just because of, how extreme the shift is. And, the fact that I'm documenting it. Many people do this. Many people do what I'm doing. They work on themselves hard, through whatever methods. And they change. They become a brand new character, unrecognizable from their old self. Many have done it. Many are doing it. Many will do it. You're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to keep growing. I think I don't know. I could shut off the camera at any moment and just stop documenting it and just be and just do my thing. But, me, the ego me, Brian Go, the ego guy, wants to share it. But I feel like God wants me to share it too. I really feel like there's a purpose here. I want to help people. I've always wanted to help people. I want to help people in person. I want to help people face to face. That's why I wanted to be a counselor. That's why I went to school for drug and alcohol counseling, and that hasn't worked out yet. I'm not sure what I want to do. I know I want to help people. I know I'm going to continue this channel, of course, but I don't know exactly. I'm figuring things out, guys. I'm figuring things out. I just know I want to help people as much as I can, and this is a way I could do it for free. You don't have to pay for, any of the videos I post or the daily affirmations. It's like going to a group, a free group. You don't have to pay for it. I want to get paid. I'm not going to lie. I want to get paid a lot, abundance. I am so rich, money just flows to me. But, I don't know. I've never been good with money. I don't know how that works. I'm trying. I'm learning about it. I always just had such a poor relationship to money. Always hated it. Always hated the fact that, that it made people so greedy. So much garbage has happened in the name of money. The way this world is run, everything's in the name of money. Money first. So, but I understand that it's not actual money that's the issue. Money is just currency. It's us that's the issue. But, I'm kind of going off on a tangent. But, I am learning so much how to be who I want to be and stay there. Not just, be there for a day or two and then back to, life got to me, No. We staying up. Even when I was lower and not feeling good, which could have been sickness due to the Canadian wildfires, because the air is really bad where I'm at. But, even then, my spirits were high. They were being tested for sure, without a doubt. I was second guessing, should I upload every day still after I do the month? Maybe I'll just make it to a month and then just say, that was an experiment. I made it a month. Now I'm just going to upload when I want, and I'll still do daily affirmations. Those thoughts were coming into my head, and then pushed it aside and said, listen, you had a plan right from the start, and it's a cool plan. Upload every single day and just, I don't know why that's so cool. In my mind, it's kind of cool. it's different, each video is day this of my journey, so to look back after, day 100, day 365, it's just kind of cool, right? So I was like, don't quit. You had an idea. It's a pretty cool idea. Just do it. It takes nothing to record a video. It doesn't always have to be a banger. It doesn't always have to be long, It could be 5 minutes one day, But the point is consistency. Do it. This is helping you. And if it's helping you, it can help others, straight up. That's just how it works, It's got potential to help someone. And if it helps one other person, if one person gets one little thing out of anything I do, everything I've done was worth it. Absolutely. Besides the fact that it's helping myself, it was worth it to put it out there. So So I come to the realization that in order to even be able to help someone, you got to be healthy, because when you're not feeling good, when your spirits are down, or if you're sick or something, it's like that's really up here. So it's hard to give out love, if you're like really focused on your own illnesses and stuff going on. So I feel like staying healthy, staying energized, getting proper sleep is super important. Super important. My sleep overall, sometimes I have periods where it's been good and other times just not. And I think a lot of the recent sleep issues have been due to me being on a screen so often, making short videos for YouTube, or, just thinking about, because this is exciting to me, guys. The love vibration is really exciting to me. And I know that that'll dim over time. The new excitement, this is a brand new channel. So I'm like, yeah, I see the subscriber count going up. I'm like, yeah, I'm just being honest. But these are things I don't want to excite me as much as they do, because it's not about a number thing. It's really about me being authentic and real to myself so that I could grow, and reaching others through that. I feel like, people will vibe who will vibe. That's the thing. I'm not concerned who's into it or not, or who gets something, or who connects with me, or, the content or anything. I'm not concerned with that, because the right people will, and the people who don't connect won't. It's not a big deal. And if people stop connecting, that's fine. It doesn't matter. None of that matters at all. All that matters is that I'm going to do my thing. I'm just going to keep going, and that's honestly all that matters, I'm not concerned with results, as far as the channel. The channel is just my way of putting this out, I'm concerned with my own results. I'm concerned with myself, that I become the person who I now am, but how I take this brand new character, Brygo, the amazing version, and how I grow this character. That's all that honestly matters for myself personally. Those of you who support me, I love you so much. I love you so much. And those of you who give me crap, I love you so much too. But the point is, whether I have people who love me or don't, this is my thing. For me, I know I know this is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. The universe, God, source is just like guiding me. Like, I feel very guided with it. And literally it's just saying, be you and just keep going. And that's it. Be you and just keep going, like I believe in myself. I believe in myself. Never in my life have I been able to speak. I've never been able to just speak, get in the flow state. I first started being able to do that when I was in Teen Challenge, the rehab. Shout out to all my TC brothers and sisters, Sister Sandra, everybody. Yeah, Teen Challenge. What a great experience for me. It was necessary. That was a long-term rehab I've been in. Uh-oh. Energy saver's on. Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I'm just gonna... We got power. We got some power. All right, sorry about that. No cutsies. No cutsies. That was just a little break for you. Guys. So, as far as people in my life noticing a change in me, it's noticeable. People at work notice. I post a lot on Facebook, so, I got Facebook friends, coworkers, my family. My parents are stoked. They are stoked. They fully support me. I am so blessed to have parents and a brother and a mate, like the best brother ever on the planet. I got the best family. It's the four of us. That's always been my family, my parents and my brother. That is my family. I never got married, never had kids. So, my family are my parents, my brother, and they're so supportive. So supportive. Even if, they don't agree with everything I say. I feel like no one ever agrees with everything everyone says, you know what I mean? But, they just support me because they see what this is doing for me. They see the shift. They see that I'm maintaining it and it's not this like fleeting thing. So, it's nice to have the people who matter the most to you support you. Like I can't lie. Like I realize that's not something that everyone has at all. Some people have no one. Maybe you only have yourself, but that's enough. Because seriously, like I said, whether people love me or hate me or whatever, this is all about me. Not to sound selfish, but this is my journey, and this is how you have to think, because it's not based on how people feel about you. It's just about you being real, like you being you. I use the term free weirdo because that makes sense to me. Now I know some people think the term weirdo is derogatory, so you might not want to use that for yourself, but for me, I don't think it's derogatory. I think if someone calls me weird, it means I'm doing something right, because it shows my uniqueness and that I'm, different, which I pride myself on being different. I love just being a unique person, Some people want to be out there. Some people want to be like, I want to be as strange as possible, and some people don't. And there's no right or wrong. It's your own personal thing. Me personally, I love weirdos. I love them because I am one, because I've always been one, and like that's part of my identity, just being this strange, unique person in the best ways possible. It's not derogatory. Like being free to be yourself completely without caring what other people think is amazing. And the funny thing is, I've always felt like I was that. Like I always felt like, yeah, I'm free, but looking back, I wasn't free. But now I feel like I'm getting there. I mean, I'm there to an extent, but I feel like, it's just going to keep going and I'll just feel more and more free. Like today at the gym, I was feeling a bit of anxiety today, just being real. And I kept, I did my best. I did my best. And it's better. It's so much better than it was. So, am I perfect? No. Will I ever be perfect? No. But the improvements are big. And that's really exciting. It's really exciting. That's why I don't push affirmations on people. I just tell them this is what works for me and why. I don't say, hey, start doing affirmations, man. Because not everyone wants, and no one wants to be told what to do, ever. You know what I'm saying? Some people, when they seek help, do want to be told what to do. They're like, I don't know what to do. And even in that case, I'm going to say, well, have you ever tried affirmations? Because I do it daily and the results are insane. The results are insane. If you want to change your character, if you want that character upgrade, how are you going to do it? Let me ask you. You want to be this, and that because you're not right now. How do you achieve that? This is the only thing that's worked for me. As far as really staying, it's the affirmations plus talking it out, which I'm doing. This is my therapy. This thing, that camera, this is my therapy. So I've had therapy for 30 days straight, actually longer than 30 days, because I started doing the vlogs before I even made this channel, so some of my earliest videos on this channel they were originally uploaded to my old channel, and I re-uploaded them here, so everything's on the same channel. So yeah, more than a month I've been having daily therapy, because here's the thing. When you go to a therapist or a counselor, they're going to ask you questions, and then you're going to talk. So the only difference here is I'm asking the questions and I'm talking, but it's the same thing. If you know what questions to ask, you could really be your own therapist. Seriously, because it's more important that you figure out what's going on with you than someone kind of guiding you for that. If you do it on your own, it's real. It's real. A good counselor or a therapist shouldn't be giving you advice. They should be asking you questions to pick your brain to figure things out. To go back in time to when, you started developing these things, just so you could figure yourself out. Be like, why am I like this? There's a reason you're like that. Figure it out. And then, when you're ready, start, figuring out, how am I going to make changes now? You got to think about it first. You got to plan. You got to be smart. Smart goals, smart little achievable goals. That's a great way to go. Whenever you're making a change, it doesn't have to be huge, crazy, giant leaps. Just smart little goals. Make them specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time relevant. Just make sure they make sense. A nice little goal you could achieve in a specific time. That's it. Just start with one, do your best to achieve it, the smallest little thing, and guess what? You just made a move in the right direction. Just keep going with that. Start small. Don't look at the big picture. Look at what you got in front of you right now. That's all there is. That's all there is. And I got to tell myself this all the time. Because, I get in the future. I get in the past, I get all over the place. I go in a fantasy world up in here. So as soon as any of that stuff starts creeping in and I realize it, whoosh, get back to the present. What are you doing? Washing dishes? Why are you thinking about the future while you're washing dishes? You should be concentrating on the water on your hands, and the feeling of the dishes. That's what you should be doing, not being off somewhere in your head, Shout out Eckhart Tolle, present moment awareness. That's everything. Just be present. That's when we're living. Like right now, I am present. I'm just sitting in my room on a nice day off, just chilling, just letting it out, just trying to be real, just being clear-headed. Not that there's not stuff I could be worrying about, but I'm choosing to not let that in. It's a choice. It takes action. Because like I said in my last video, like worries and fears, they're always everywhere. We could always choose to worry about something or find something to worry about. It's not like all of a sudden there's just nothing to worry about. They're there. But it's all about, do we let it in or not? Do we let it in our home? And no, we don't. No, we do not. I do not. And you do not. You don't let that in anymore. Know what I'm saying? The old you let that in. The new you doesn't even let that in. Recognizes it. Say, I see you. I see you worry. I see what you're doing. But you're way the heck out there, and that's where you're going to stay. You ain't getting in here. Nah, this is a happy place. You keep that a happy place, you're going to be content. You're going to be happy. Because it's not about situations. It's not like, ooh, this happened, so now I'm happy. Like that's not really happiness, We're figuring out what happiness is, guys. It's so mysterious, isn't it? Is it? I don't know if it is. But the fact that so many people are unhappy, it's kind of mind-blowing. It's kind of mind-blowing. And I was one of the most unhappy. That's, to anyone watching this, that's what you gotta remember. I was one of the most unhappy people who've ever existed for a very long time. That's just the truth of it. It's okay. Nothing's wrong with you if you're an unhappy person. You know that, right? Like, nothing's wrong with you. There's a reason you're unhappy. Situations in your life happened that, condition your brain to think that way. Traumas, interactions, everything. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just that's how your body and mind and everything responded. Your nervous system, everything. But it doesn't mean anything's wrong with you. But you do, if you're like that, if you're unhappy and you have a negative mindset, whatever the issue may be, if you don't want that anymore, which you don't have to have that, I'm proof of this, you have to put work in. You gotta flip it, because you've had a lifetime of conditioning it the wrong way, the way you don't like. So now you gotta spend the rest of your days conditioning it the better way, the way you want to be. If you don't like people, you gotta condition yourself to be that person that loves people. And that's the thing. We're not just flipping stuff and doing it mediocre. We're flipping it to the complete opposite. Like, I hate people doesn't become people are okay. It might be there, in the beginning, but eventually it's I don't like people at all to I love everybody because they're my brother and sister. See, that's my goal, at least, because why not? If you're capable of being who you want to be, why not be the most extreme version of that? I want to have some love. How about I want to have as much love as I possibly can? I want to feel good. Why not? I want to feel as great and amazing as I possibly can. Like, as often as I can. Why not? Why not? The only reason to say I don't want that is because there's some sort of fear saying something to you. So once you remove that fear, you'll realize you are meant for just the greatest life, which means this is completely free and happy. That's what the greatest life is. It doesn't matter what you do with that, but once this is free and happy, you're living the greatest life ever. And when this is free and happy, you're going to make better decisions without even trying. You know, we make poor decisions to try to comfort ourselves, honestly. So many of those poor decisions, if not all of them, are just to make us feel better. You know, we're looking for a quick fix. If we're hurting, you know, we're looking for something to just make us feel better. And so we make harmful decisions. They could harm ourselves and others, you know. So, you know, when you're not hurting anymore, you're going to make great decisions. You're going to make decisions that help yourself, that end up helping others, that just make the world better. You know, that's why it's worth pursuing a happy, positive mindset. So, you know, you could be filled with, you know, positive vibes. Whatever you want to, there's so many ways to describe it. You know, I call it the love vibration. Call it whatever you want. Frequency, you know, positivity, happiness, Holy Spirit. There's a billion names for it, but it's all really the same thing. It's this. It's a feeling that feels like this. Ah. Whatever you call that feeling. I call it the love vibration. But it's a feeling. It's just like, wow. It's like, my goodness. Life is good. When was the last time you were just like, life is good? And we're not saying life is good because, like, you walk outside and everything's perfect, or like the world's just perfect. Because no, this world is ridiculously not. This world is whack, no doubt. But it is what it is. But your life could be good because it's this. Life is good because, as imperfect as it is, I have the chance to improve things by my little connections, you know, little connections. Think about what the butterfly effect is. You know, the ripple effect. What's the ripple effect? So I don't know how exactly it goes, but basically the butterfly effect is actually this. Butterflies like flap their little wings, and when enough of them do it, it causes like insane weather conditions like far away from them. Like it's like, I didn't describe that great, but it's something that starts very small and just escalates into something huge. And by us changing and becoming, you know, loving, that's what I want to be. And just having better interactions with people, like that changes everything. You just change the world right there with one little interaction. Like, you might not see it, but does it really matter? It's not about results. It's about you just doing your part. You know? Just do your part. Just know you did your part. That's good enough. Knowing you did what you could do. You know, you might never see the results of that. You know? Same with, you know, positive or ripple. We might never see the results of our action while we're, you know, alive. But just know that, you know, everything is connected and everything changes everything. Yeah. I'm just talking now. Guys, I think we're gonna hang it up here. But, I mean, the main gist of it is change could occur quick when that's what you put your focus on. Yeah, there's hope. There's hope. If I could flip myself around, you could do it too. Straight up. There's hope. I found purpose with my suffering. Finally. I always knew I could. It's just I never knew how, and this is the beginning of it, with this channel. Everyone should have their own channel. Why not? What's stopping you? Everyone got a phone. Everyone got YouTube. Put out a video. Just talk to it. Say, hey, this is who I am, and this is what I think, and whatever. Start connecting with people, We live in that day and age. We're online, This is the best thing I ever did. It's just the best thing I ever did, and I'm going to keep going with it. And this is day 30. This is just day 30. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to go have the best day ever. Going to relax. I'm going to keep playing Deltarune Chapter 5. That's a goal of mine today. I want to finish it. Maybe I'll finish it today. But anyways, I love you guys so much. Go check out that video, this one. And, I love you guys. I just love you guys. That's it.